Hello to everyone. Today I would like to take you to a small trip to a Russian countryside in winter and ask you how we get drinking water. And besides, there is school, village school. So you have to press. And the water is pouring. Quite a physical labor, I would say, especially if I'll show you the amount of bottles we are going to fill. Quite exotic, I think. And don't forget that it's winter. And it is quite cold now. The previous water pipes that we were passing by, they were just frozen by this time, and there were no water. There was no water there.
Yeah.
You look how Russian people are inventive. This bottle is pressing and this is really filled. What do you guess to do something like that? There are new blocks of flats almost in the forest, but it's still inside the borders of Yekaterinburg. We are approaching the famous hotel in our city. It is called Ramada, and there is a swimming pool with spa there. So people from our city like to spend holidays there. Not holidays, but days off on Sundays and Saturdays. So this is the Russian suburbia in winter. It looks much better during the summertime, but I think it's quite cozy inside those houses even now. It is not far away in the forest, or so to say. It is still considered to be in the borders of the city of Yekaterinburg, and besides, bus is going here. There are bus stops. I don't know how often, but still. And soon there will be quite a decent grocery shop. So you feel kind of living in a suburbia, somewhere in a village, but it is still the city. And the train is going here. This place is called Malый Istok, and it was the residence of our governor several years ago. The prices are very different. There are huge cottages of the governor, for example, here. They may cost like around $1 million, but the shop is here, but the rest of the houses are much cheaper. We are approaching the house of my parents. It is not huge, but you'll see. And here there were fields There was a field a few years ago. Now you see lots of houses and cottages. Field disappeared. And besides, there was a forest here. Now there are only the remains of the forest you'll see now. But still some place to walk. Would you like to live in a house like that? In a forest? Almost in a forest, but not far from the civilization. As far as I know, the school is not far from here, the local school, but it is kind of average one. So the people who live here permanently, they take their kids to the school. I think it's about 10 minutes walk, but it is a rather good school. This is my favorite house in this cottage settlement. It looks as if it is a wizard's home, but it looks much cooler during the summer with all of this greenery outside. And for example, this option, it is not being sold, but I think the price would be approximately $50,000 or a little bit more. So you can find a house depending on your amount of money, but it will still be quite nice. And this house was sold not long ago, as far as I know. It was sold for 12 million rubles. It is a little less than $200,000, but it is huge inside. There were leather furniture, all amenities, of course. So you would live as if you would live like in the castle to some extent, but in the Ural forests. So this is my parents' place, but they come here only in summer, just for some picnics. They stay here. They may stay for 3 to 4 days in summer, then go to the city again and live there, and come back when they want for day off or on Sunday or Saturday. We don't live here. We do not invest money here because we like to live in big city. So some part of those people who live here, they live here permanently in winter and in summer, and we just come here for picnics. So it looks kind of abandoned, and the house is quite modest but quite nice, I think. And the price is, I think, approximately $50,000, but the guess is being made right now, so I think the prices will be higher. But don't forget that this cottage settlement is situated in the borders of Yekaterinburg, so if you go further, the prices may even drop, if it is not some fashionable village or a cottage settlement. So you can buy decent house with gas, I think, for $50,000 to $100,000 in this area. It is a Russian winter. I can even hardly stand. I just wanted to show you the forest. Wow. Look. Also, there are cottages being built there. There is still a feeling as if you are in a forest somehow. Though it's impossible to find a remote area not far from a big city like Yekaterinburg. There are still more things to be finished, a lot I would say. For example, we want to make summer douche at least when the guests will be here. So that's why we don't finish this side of the house. And here is the garage. I wouldn't say that it is exactly the garage, but we keep stuff there. And here is Banya. And honestly, I think it will never be finished. I actually quite like this place, and when I went to stay somewhere quiet, cozy place, I come here and I just turn on the stove in the house. I'll show it to you later, and just listen to the silence. It is very silent here, just sometimes the sound of the train somewhere far, but I like the sound. Only birds, I would say. It's impossible to clear all the snow. There is ice underneath. This house is being sold right now. It costs 13 million rubles. It is a little less than $200,000, but it's a very decent size. It has a garage, and you can live full time here, not like in summer house of my parents. So you see, it's quite decent shop nearby, just 5 minutes drive from the village, and you can buy a whole range of products here, so you won't starve. Not just products, but toilet paper and stuff. It is written here, the bus stop, settlement Koltsova. Koltsova is the airport nearby. And you can go to Moscow, to Istanbul. There are quite a lot of straight flights to different countries and to Moscow, St. Petersburg, for example. So you can live in country house, like I've shown you, and take a highway to the airport. It would take around 10 to 15 minutes, so quite convenient might be. Hope this video was a little bit interesting to you. Bye.